So I used this guava leaf recipe once on my hair, and since then my hair has never stopped growing. Yes, you heard me correctly. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one extra ingredient that I added to it, how I prepared it, how to use it safely on your scalp, and common mistakes you must avoid if you want to see results. So grab your popcorn, sit back and relax as you watch this video all through to the end so you don't miss out on important information that will actually help you see real results. Hi natural lovers, welcome back to Everyday with Mandy. So in today's video, I'm sharing with you guys this powerful homemade guava leaf recipe that tackles slow hair growth, shedding, weak edges and itchiness. And trust me, you're going to love this because it works faster than you can even imagine. And I'm not here to hype this recipe, but I can tell you this for free. This recipe is really effective and works 10 times faster, but only when you prepare and use it correctly, okay? So that's why I will urge you to watch this video all through to the end. So you don't come back telling me that you used it and it didn't work for you, because I am 100% sure and I'm giving you assurance that this recipe works. And that's because it worked for me and 99 others that have used it, and you can't be an exception. Now to start the preparation of this recipe, you're going to be needing your guava leaves. What I just did previously was just making sure I pick out the good ones from the rest. This process is not really necessary, but I just want to tick all the boxes. The next thing you want to do after getting your guava leaves is to get rid of all impurities. So we are going to be washing this. Add some water, then go ahead and wash thoroughly. You can wash twice or 3 times. This guava leaf sometimes can be really dirty, so you want to make sure to wash it properly. You have to wash until the water gets clean. This was my first wash. You can see how dirty the water is looking, so you want to wash it as many times as possible. Now in this video, we are just looking for a way to extract the juice of this guava leaves. So there are so many ways you can use to extract the juice from it, but in this video I'm going to be using the mortar and pestle method. Other methods that you can use is using your blender or using your hands to squeeze the leaves until you get water from it. Either of the methods, if you're using the blending method, you're going to be adding in a little bit of water just to aid the blending, and if you're squeezing with your hands as well, you need to add in a little water. But if you be pounding like I'm doing in this video using mortar and pestle, we are not going to be adding water until we add our second ingredient. I will just go ahead and pound this just to crush the leaves a little bit before I go in with our second ingredient. And the second ingredient is cloves. Cloves in this recipe is going to help make this even more effective, but you need to be very careful on the amount of cloves you'll be using, because this guava leaves on its own is really strong and clove also is very strong, so you don't want to overdo it. That's why if you be pounding yours, you're going to be using just 10 cloves, and if you're going to be blending your recipe, you're going to be using just 5 cloves. This is really important, guys, because you don't want to make this recipe extremely strong that it can irritate your scalp. Now this is especially for newcomers. If today is your first time coming across my channel, if today is your first time seeing my videos, you're highly welcome. On this page we focus on natural hair growth, scalp care and simple DIY routines that help you to actually grow your hair and see length. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And to all my returning subscribers, you guys are the real deal. Thank you so much for always sticking with me and for always trusting me. So guys, in case you are yet to like this video, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, okay? I love you all. So now that we are done pounding, you can see everything is well crushed. We are going to go ahead and add in some water Remember, if you're blending, you're going to add your water right from the beginning. So now I'm going to add in just a little bit amount of water to help this guava water to extract. So guys, I almost forgot stating the benefits of each of these ingredients, the guava leaf and the cloves. But there is no problem. If there is still time, I'm going to do that. I'm going to explain. But if not, just feel free to Google the benefits of these ingredients and you're going to be surprised. Yes, you're going to be wowed. Now this process is for whether you blend, you pound, or you squeeze with your hands. Yeah, you must strain your mixture just to get rid of all these rough particles. Yup, that's me. You can see how I messed the whole place up, but that's by the way, that's a story for another day. So for this particular step, which is the straining, you're going to strain this really properly. You're going to make sure there are no particles in the liquid, okay? So you're going to be very careful. If you notice any particles at all, you're going to strain for the second time because you don't want all those particles on your hair after using this recipe. So guava leaves are rich in vitamin B, vitamin C, and antioxidant. This nutrient helps to strengthen your hair follicles, reduce excessive shedding, improve scalp condition, and support new hair growth. Guava leaves are also known for their anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, which makes them good for dandruff and itchiness. And cloves, on the other hand, help to increase blood circulation on your scalp, stimulate hair follicles, all those dormant hair follicles. Cloves is going to help to awaken them, increase blood flow to your scalp, which means more oxygen, more nutrients, and faster hair growth support. So after straining, you're going to pour this into a clean container, which you're going to be using as an applicator. And remember, knowing how to use this is as important as what is inside this container. Trust me, you don't want to make mistakes when it comes to using this on your hair. And that's why I will go ahead to demonstrate and show you guys exactly how I use this on my hair that made me get the massive result that I got. So don't be quick to go, because knowing how to prepare this alone isn't enough. If you don't apply it correctly, it won't give you that result that I expect you to get. First of all, this treatment is meant to be used just once in a week. Yes, once in a whole week. And secondly, this treatment cannot be applied on a dirty scalp. It needs to be applied on a clean scalp. So you have to use this treatment maybe after shampooing, or if you are sure your scalp is clean. To start this application, if your hair is out, if you're not on a protective style, you're going to section your hair just to gain access to your scalp, because this treatment is meant for your scalp, and you're going to be applying it directly on your scalp, section by section, focusing on your edges, your crowns, or areas that you are experiencing thinning. This treatment is primarily designed for your scalp and not your hair strand, but if you choose to use it on your hair strands, just make sure to follow up with a deep conditioner afterwards. Thereby, in a nutshell, only use this on your hair strands any day you know you're going to be deep conditioning your hair. So I don't know if I mentioned that this is not a leave-in spray. Yes, it's a rinse out treatment. That means you're going to apply it and you're going to be rinsing it out. After applying this all over your scalp, you're going to massage your scalp gently in a circular motion for at least 2 to 3 minutes. And after that, you're going to cover up your hair using a shower cap, a plastic bag, or anything at all that can help trap heat into your hair. Then you're going to allow it sit for about 10, 15 to 20 minutes depending on how sensitive your scalp is. Please, on no account should you leave this overnight, and on no account should you use it as a leave-in spray. This is a rinse out treatment. It is very strong, strong, so thereby you must rinse it out. Shampooing your hair after rinsing depends on how your scalp feels. So if your scalp feels comfortable, you can rinse with only water. But if your scalp feels strong or irritated, you can use a mild shampoo. And after rinsing, you can moisturize your hair or seal it in with a light oil. Always remember to listen to your scalp, because that is also part of proper hair care. And you're going to be noticing a visible result within the first to second week of using this treatment. You're going to notice reduced shedding, improved scalp health, and visible baby hairs with consistency. And that brings us to the end of today's video. If you find this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and feel free to leave your question in the comment section. See you on my next video, guys. Bye.